Hello guys, welcome back to a new tutorial. Today I'm going to be showing you guys how to make a pocket game. So a pocket game is basically a series that I am starting where I create a simple game like soccer, football, anything like that, any simple sport or game that is played in real life. And I'm going to be making it with very little code. So as I said, it's a pocket game. That's what I'm going to be calling this series. So let's go ahead and get into the first part of this tutorial. So I'm going to be doing a soccer game in this tutorial, as you can see from the title. So we're going to start off by making the court here, the little area where you run around and kick the ball. Okay. Something that I do expect for you to know. I gotta restart the tutorial. No, I don't. No, I don't. So we're going to go ahead and start off by making the court, but I'm going to show you guys how to do simple stuff. So it's more going to be on the coding side and not on the modeling of the scene. So I expect you to know a good bit of Unity, as in like creating objects and changing the components. So let's go ahead and change some stuff out. So let's make the little court here. And I'm going to do something pretty simple here that I'm expecting you to know how to do. I'm going to create a cube as a wall right here. And then I'm going to change this cube and I'm going to remove the mesh glider or mesh renderer. There we go. And then I'm going to duplicate it alongside the edges. Are you done, Andrew? Andrew, you done with looking for papers? Andrew, you done looking for papers? Got it.
I already said yes.
Okay, so now that you have all four walls and the floor, I'm going to go ahead and create a material for the floor. So grass. And grass is obviously green. There we go, that works for now. And we can also create a little goal here. So this should be simple. All you need to do is sort of make a little object. Okay, now that we have a simple two goals here, we can create a ball right in the middle. So a sphere. Take the sphere move it over to where we are looking. And we're going to put it in just the middle of the little court thing here. Going to move the goals over a little bit. So as you can see, the goals are here. Okay, I'm going to scale the ball down. And that should be good for now. Next, we need to import some characters. So go ahead and import the characters package. This may take a while depending on your computer. Okay, now that it is done, go ahead and pull a first-person character in. Once you have done that, we can position him, move him up, scale him, do everything we need to do. He's fairly large for now, so we can scale him down a little bit. Make him a little bit shorter compared to the goals. Okay. That is pretty good. Now, if we went ahead and played this, currently, the ball doesn't move, it doesn't do anything whatsoever. And that's not good. We don't want that. The ball has to do something. So we're going to add gravity using a rigidbody component. And we're also going to add a... that'll work for now. So just a rigidbody will have to work. And we're going to set the mass to be very little. Okay. And as you can see, we hit the ball and it disappears. It is so light that the instant we touch it, well, for now, not the instant we touch it, but it will be, once the instant we touch it, it will disappear. Because it is so light. We also need to change the angular drag. And that should work now. As you can see, the ball is gone. Not my feet. It's not anywhere in the air. Let's try redoing this. Okay, so to add gravity to the ball, we just need to add a rigidbody. And we need to set the rigidbody's mass to be around, let's just do 0.01, and then the angular drag to be 0. Also, we play this, we run, hit the ball, ball's gone. Where did the ball go? Well, that's good and that's bad at the same time. In soccer, you're not going to have a ball doing that. Let's see where it went. It is literally flying. It went flying. And that's not good. So we need to change the mass. And we need to maybe do 0.1. And we just need to keep changing until we get the perfect balance. Oh, that works. Maybe a little bit more, 0.3. Okay, so it seems as if 0.25 is a pretty good balance here. But as you can see, we put the ball in the goal, nothing happens. We don't have a scoreboard thing here. And that's okay, but it's not the best, that's for sure. I mean, we can kind of get the ball out, and I mean, the ball is kind of fast. You can change it a little bit more, 0.15. But currently, it's a game-ish. It's not a game yet. So we need to do a couple of things to change that. So let's go ahead and delete the main camera. And we need to add a couple of things before we get into the coding part of this tutorial. We need to add some colliders. So go ahead and add a cube, go down to the goal, move the cube to the goal. There we go. And just scale this cube up and make it a little bit wider. And then remove the mesh renderer. Set the collider to be trigger. And then set the tag, add a tag, and then set it to be goal. So add a tag that's called goal, and then add that to the goal. Rename the cube to be goal, and put it under the goal object. There we go. That should work. Now, it's still not going to work right now, but it's still a start. So now all we need to do is go to this ball here, and we need to add a ball controller or ball manager, whatever you want to do it, whatever you want to call it. Let's just name it ball. Well, let's do ball manager. Yeah, that'll work. And Visual Studio will open up. Okay, so here's the script. First things first, delete everything inside it. Absolutely everything. And all we need to do is add a new function, so public void on trigger enter. Make sure it is spelled right and all the capitalization stuff is right. And then in the parameters of this function, we need to say collider other. So basically, this is the collider right here. So this is whatever we hit, that will be that object. So then we're going to say if the collider, so if the object we hit is tag, so if the object's tag is equal to goal, then go ahead and give us a goal. For now, we're just going to say debug.log, and we'll just say, I got a goal. That will work for now, and currently it's not going to work because we need to go to our goals, add a rigid body onto them, and then turn off is gravity. Same thing for the other one. Now when we play this, we can go and kick the ball in one of the goals, and that was way too high. And as you can see though, we hit it high, but it still fell in, kind of. The weight's a little messed up, but that's alright. As you can see in the console, we got a goal, which is good. But it's still not perfect. So let's add another game object into the scene. And we're going to name this ball position. Now, when we get a goal, what we're going to do is we're going to make the ball... Oh, wrong script. We're going to make the ball go back to its original position. So as you can see right here, the ball position is where the ball is. And so instead of saying I got a goal, we're going to change it. We're not going to say anything right now, but instead we're going to say, we're going to move the ball. So we're going to say this dot game object dot transform dot position, or well, you don't need that game object there, so, or that this. There we go. Transform dot position equals game object dot defined, and we are going to find the ball position. So ball position. And we're going to say our position will equal that object's position. And that's the start of our game object. So now whenever we get a goal, the ball should restart at its original position. Get a goal. It's stuck to me. That was alright. Get in there. Up. Start it back off. But as you can see, it's just keeps going. So to change that, we need to set the velocity to be 0. So let's say this dot game object dot get component rigid body. So let's get a rigid body, and we're gonna say dot velocity equals vector 3 dot 0. Now, that's good right there. And this should work, so let's go back into Unity, and we'll try this out real quick. Let's kick the ball. Kick the ball. Kick the ball. Oh, that'll work for now. And as you can see, the ball stays in the same position. Get in the goal. There we go. Same position. Simple. And it's rolling a little bit just because our plane is slanted, but that's okay. Oh, we made a goal, evidently. Okay. Now, last thing we're going to do is we're going to give ourselves a goal. So, we're going to go ahead and create a scoreboard thing here with 3D text for now. So, let's go ahead and do that. A little scoreboard on the side. And then we're going to put 3D text on it. So let's go ahead and get some 3D text out. 3D object, 3D text. We're going to rotate this object. As you can see, it says hello world. We don't like that. We'll just move it over here, change it up a little bit. There we go. Okay. Now we're going to scale him down, and we're going to say 0. That's what he's going to. The score will be at first. So 0, 0 is the score. Now, how can you tell which goal we're getting it in? Well, you can do that either by the goal name or the goal tag. You can either say add a tag and say goal 1 and goal 2. We can do that. So let's say goal 1, goal 2. And that'll work. Yeah, that'll work. So that's simple right there. And these texts will need to be score 1 and score 2. Now we can change that. So now we need to add a public integer score. Alright, and now what we need to do is just say goal 1, then score 1 and score 2. There we go. Let's create another one, score 2. Okay, and then we'll say for this one it's goal 1, so score 1 plus equals 1. Copy this, paste it right under it, and say goal 2, score 2 plus equals 2. And on update, so let's create an update function. So update, public void update. Now we're going to say game object dot find. So game object dot find. And we're going to find the score 1 and score 2 text objects. And then we're going to say dot get component. And we got to go see what that was. What was the component? Text mesh. And then we'll say dot text equals score 1. And then we'll just say plus. And that'll work for now. So plus that. And now we just need to copy this, paste it, and just change it to score 2 and score 2. There we go. And this should work. So this is very little code for a very little simple game. Scores. Let's kick it in this goal. And nothing happens currently. And that is because the goals need to be changed to be their recent goals. They need to be goal 1 and goal 2. As you saw, it was unidentified. So we changed it. That's why it changed. Kick the ball. There we go. And a 1 for that side. And 1 for that side, where you can switch the text around just to where we can kind of visualize it just a little bit better. And we can also change the colors of this. So red and blue. And if you really wanted to, you can put a divider down the middle. But I'm not going to do that. So yeah, that is the pocket game. Let's change the ball's mass to be 0.08 or something. There we go. And, I mean, he kind of rolls better. Oh. I think that went a little far. We can change it. 0.1 will work, and the angular drag is 0.12. And that is it for this tutorial, guys. Thank you guys for watching, and I will see you guys in the next tutorial. If you liked this series, or this first part of this series, please leave a like, and also if you have any requests for any new tutorials, go ahead and tell me down in the comment section, and I will try my best to figure them out on how to do them. So thank you guys for watching, and I'll see you guys in the next tutorial.